Hey, mates. Welcome to Great Mates. My name's Cade.
My name's Troy.
And it looks like a little part of you dies every time the intro is done.
I kind of have Nam flashbacks.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
From back in the day where I was subjected to it almost weekly.
Yeah. I feel like it has been toned down a lot.
Yeah.
For those who listened to the podcast a long time ago when it existed, what was that? About 5 years ago now?
Yeah, with the occasional
Like throw-in episode?
Yeah, the occasional comeback.
Yeah. They did used to be quite extravagant, and I have decided
that's a word for it.
Because when we restarted the show, we were deciding, do we keep the old episodes there? Do we not?
Yeah.
So they are still there.
Okay, they exist.
They're currently still there. So if you want to go back and hear the chaotic mayhem that was,
Yeah.
Go do it.
Do it.
Because you'll regret it.
Yeah, probably. Although I think we were. It was fine.
Was it?
Now you'll regret it.
Yeah, I think so. I think they'll just regret it for the intro, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Or they'll love it. It's one or the other.
It's very much how I am.
Yeah.
I love hate.
I love hate. More hate.
Yeah, I love to hate it.
Yeah. That makes
That's
a
how
lot
it
of
goes.
sense. Yeah.
Speaking of loving things, which we totally were. Do you like my shirt?
I do love your shirt.
Do you?
I don't know if is it like a ghost cat? Is it Casper the cat?
It's Catspur.
Cats. Oh my gosh.
I actually have no idea what it is.
Okay.
It's like a scared cat.
A scared
Like
cat.
a fraidy cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it a cat with the zoomies?
It could be the cat with the zoomies. But more importantly, it's my Temu shirt.
Temu.
It's the first shirt I've ever bought. It's the first thing I've ever bought off Temu.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And look, I have a somewhat addictive personality. So
I do know this about you.
So I think I'm in trouble
Yeah.
because, $13.
I mean, how could you go wrong with that?
How can a man not buy a $13 shirt?
Yeah.
And obviously, you've got to be careful. Obviously, the Chinese government is going to steal my data. Obviously, I welcome our new Chinese overlords when they finally take over.
100%.
However, sometimes a man just has to take a risk to get a cool shirt with a cat on it.
And you know what? All your privacy is worth that.
100%. I've got nothing to hide.
Did you spin the wheel when you first opened the app?
I didn't spin the wheel.
Okay.
No. Because, again, I'm a Temu virgin.
Oh, it was your first time.
Yeah, first time on the app.
That's your first purchase on Temu.
This is my first purchase. The first time I jumped on, I jumped on because I'm like, I want to get some bookmarks, which is a whole nother topic. But I wanted to get some bookmarks, so I Google searched bookmarks and came up with a pack of 30 from Temu for like $2. I'm like, oh, okay.
You know you can reuse the bookmarks, right?
Yeah, but
Does Temu know this?
maybe Temu.
Who has 30 books on the go?
Well, look, it's more. I think it's you can use them based on how you feel that particular day. You know what I mean? It's a vibe that you have while you're reading said book. It's like, do I feel like this one today? Am I this landscape? Am I this anime background? Am I this? You know what I mean?
I totally get that.
However, I also am terrible at starting and completing a book. So I will start and complete several over time, but I generally always have like 3, 4, 5 on the go.
Really?
Yeah, it's very
That's
frustrating.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
Why?
I guess because I'm weird, but also I flip between fiction, nonfiction, that sort of thing. So it's kind of easy to have a couple of nonfiction books on the go and then maybe one fiction book or something. I'm not really confusing sort of what I'm doing. So at the moment, I currently have 4 books on the go.
There's something wrong. Your attention span must be fucked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My brain is fried.
Yeah, you've got TikTok brain.
I do.
It's like you're reading 30 seconds of each book and just jumping back over to the next one.
I'm trying to scroll to the next thing, but it doesn't work. The one thing is though that I kind of work in between these generations because I have physical books that I read. I have some on like iBooks or whatever, but for the most part, I have physical books that I read. I have the brain span of a Generation Xer or whatever, but I have physical books like the old man that I am.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm much the same. I'll have physical books. I have a lot of digital books.
Yep.
Mostly digital books because you can get subscriptions now and get like X amount of books for the month.
For what? Why does everything have a subscription service?
It's the way everything is. And last night,
future is now, old man.
I nearly signed up to another subscription service for books. And I'm like, you're already spending $15 a month on a book subscription. Do you need to spend another $15?
On another book subscription?
Yeah.
Because you can't get the books in this book library.
Exactly.
So you need to go to this. This is just like a regular streaming services all over again.
100. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they price it just cheap enough where you can go, you know what? If I purchase the book, it's cheaper for me to get the subscription.
That's how they
And I can justify it because I'll be like, I could read that book in a month. And then you don't read anything else on that platform for another 2-3 months.
Yeah.
And that's how they get you.
That's right. So then you end up spending, the equivalent of like $45 or something for that particular book. Interesting. I did not okay, Temu Virgin. We've established that. I'm also a book subscription virgin. I did not realize that was the thing.
Yeah, it absolutely is. So the one that I used to use was called Scribed. It's called something different now.
Yeah.
And
great New Zealand rapper.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
so happy he started a book club.
He branched out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's called Evernote. No, it's not. I don't know what it's called anymore.
That's great.
Yeah, who
Fantastic,
cares?
Yeah.
They're not paying us, so fuck them.
Don't matter.
But the other one is the Kindle one. Kindle Unlimited. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like $15 a month again. And I was like, nearly signed up.
So is it unlimited access to all the books on their library?
No.
Oh, of course.
So here's the stupid thing about fucking Amazon, right?
Yeah.
If you have a Prime subscription, you get Prime Video, free delivery and all your shit, but you also get like free books on there.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of things that are part of that subscription. So you kind of get that anyway.
Yeah.
But then they go, but if you want this is the Kindle Unlimited subscription. And you have to pay extra for that. And they make it impossible, like literally impossible, so you can't just like sign up on the app.
Right.
Because it's lucky, because last time I would have signed up like that.
Yeah.
In an instant, just laying in bed, reading some bloody comic books. Because again, you can get comic books on there.
Okay, that's cool.
So last night, I reread a super favorite comic book of mine, Kingdom Come.
Oh, yeah.
And read it front to back. It was excellent. And then I was like, oh, they have Batman Year One, Superman Year One. And I was like, but they're on
Unlimited only.
Kindle Unlimited.
Oh.
Otherwise, I would have been up to 4 a.m. reading comic books that I've read 100,000 times already, over and over.
So this is like the equivalent of, I guess, what would it be, like Amazon Prime and then Amazon Prime ad-free? Something like that, or Amazon Prime Video ad-free, something like that?
Yeah.
So it's an extra price for you to get unlimited to get extra books.
Yeah, pretty much. To be fair, I think it's actually a completely different service from what Prime's offering.
Yeah.
You go into it's all in the Kindle app, which makes it confusing. So you go into the Kindle app and you can buy your books there.
Yeah.
But you can't because you have to jump on Amazon and do it like through a different platform to then read it in your fucking Kindle app.
Wow.
It's a really bad way of doing it.
Yeah.
It's so confusing. So yeah, now just read all the free comics that are in there.
Are we going to get to a point where there's a subscription service for like everything?
Oh, that's a good question. Like, what things in your life are already in a subscription-based platform? So
many.
For me, it's like I've got $20,000 a year of subscriptions for work.
Yeah, sure.
I would honestly say it's pretty close to that.
Yeah.
So there's subscriptions for Uber.
Yeah.
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any of those?
Have I done Uber?
No, like the subscriptions. So, old man, Uber is this thing where you get a stranger on the internet to come pick you up and you jump in their car.
Oh.
They'll take you anywhere you want.
Like Craigslist.
Yeah.
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 Gumtree.
Is Gumtree the Australian's Craigslist?
I think so.
It has to be.
100%. Yes, I am aware that Uber is a thing.
Okay.
I have used it. I have not signed up to a subscription service with them, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even they have subscription things where like you get it for like $5 cheaper or
yeah,
whatever.
I know. I'm aware that Uber Eats does that, and then you get like free delivery on everything or some crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I signed up to Uber Eats Premium.
Yeah.
Got it free for like for a month.
Look at you.
I signed up to. I'm actually on DoorDash
Oh yeah.
Premium as well.
Yeah.
I should probably cancel that because I just remembered I have that.
Yeah.
And I got it free for like a year.
Yeah.
And that's probably about a year ago I got that. But guess where I got that through? Amazon Prime.
Oh, of course. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. It's like, oh, hey, you're already a really cool member of Amazon Prime. You'd be even cooler
Yeah.
if you had DoorDash Premium.
See, Binge keeps trying to get me back that way. And they're like, because I set up a KO Sports account briefly, and then immediately Binge was trying to get me, or like they were trying to give me a free subscription service to come back to Binge and things like that. I'm like, no, Binge, not today. I know your tricks. I'm aware of your tricks.
I fell for the trick because I recently signed up to KO Sports.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's horrendously expensive, that bloody subscription.
Yes.
Like that is the most expensive subscription out there.
Which is why I stopped it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like this close to stopping it because I've barely been able to watch any of the sports that I want to. It's just a timing thing. It's my fault. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
But it's still super expensive. But I do get Binge for free with it for like 6 months.
Oh, what a bargain then.
Yeah.
Because there's so much good stuff on Binge.
I think there is.
There isn't.
I think there is. You're just a content aficionado.
Well, now that HBO has moved all of their stuff off Binge and put it onto Max, I don't even know what's left on Binge. It's like I don't know, Down Below, whatever that show is about on the
boat.
On the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. There seems to be a lot of like that trash reality TV and things.
There is a heap of reality TV on there. I think there's like every like what is it? The Real Housewives of insert city here.
Yeah.
Or insert county here.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I saw one the other day. It's actually on Disney Plus. It's the Real Lives of Mormon Housewives.
What?
Yeah.
What?
But of course, all of them look like they're exactly the same people that would be like in the Real Housewives of Orange County or in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or whatever. Like everybody still looks exactly the same, but apparently it's the Real Lives of Mormon Housewives. I've never seen it. I'm never going to, but if someone has, let me know what the fuck is happening with that show. Like,
That's insane.
Yeah.
You know, that makes me wish there was like the real life of Amish housewives.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That would be incredible. Yeah. You know, hey, today we're going to make butter from fucking scratch.
Okay, well, to be fair, maybe
would
that's
watch
what
that.
I'm getting confused with. Maybe I'm like confusing Mormons with Amish people because I'm like, I don't really think they would look like that. But maybe Mormons are a fair bit more normal looking. Apologies if you're Mormon. I don't know what you look like. I'm sorry.
Maybe they just look like normal people, Troy.
Maybe they do.
Stop trying to stereotype Mormons into
Like lizard people or something.
Yeah.
So fair, but also fair. I would also watch The Real Housewives of Amishland.
Yeah, Amish County.
Amish County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want that now.
Okay.
Because I don't watch any reality TV shows. My extent of reality TV kind of was like the first season of Big Brother.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And that's kind of like the hype of it.
And voting for Guy Sebastian in the first season of Australian Idol.
No.
Were you a Shannon Knoll guy?
Of course.
Okay.
Look at me.
You look like you'd be a Shannon Knoll guy.
I'm the type of bloke, you know, you'd go into the pub and be like, I fucked your mum, mate. That's what he was like.
Is that Shannon Knoll's people?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he was. I'm sure he's been out there saying shit like that.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
But you know what? As much of like all the bad shit that goes along with Shannon Knoll, people love him.
Still.
Absolutely. They
Really?
do. Yeah. He's like the spokesperson for Channel 7 Sport.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if he's like ever rolled his arm over in a game of cricket or kicked a footy in his life.
Yeah.
But
Well, he's from the country. You'd assume he's done some stuff.
Exactly.
He's ridden a bull.
maybe.
Probably.
Oh, you know what? He probably has done that.
Yeah.
Shannon Knoll, if you're listening, let us know.
All I know is that he inspired a generation of flavor savers, including myself.
Me too.
Yep, I
Yeah.
had one. Even though I was a Guy Sebastian fan,
Yeah.
still couldn't get past
because you
having a
couldn't grow
Flavor
the
Saver.
fro.
It's because I couldn't grow the fro.
Yeah.
So I had to do something. And Flavor Saver it was.
Yeah.
But fellas, don't do that anymore.
I think he's still rocking it.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of what he was known for.
It's coming back.
It's making a comeback.
I guarantee it is.
Okay. Well, look, we're getting very distracted. We've gone all over the place here.
It's not like us.
It's not like us. I'm gonna bring us back because there was something that you said earlier about streaming services and streaming services in your life and how many you have before we went down a rabbit hole of Shannon Knoll's Flavor Saver. Have you got things like? Do you bother with like YouTube Premium?
No,
and
I
stuff
feel like
that?
that's the most expensive one out there. I'd never get that. That's like $40 million a month.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's
And
a bargain.
you still get ads on it now. Imagine paying. No,
I
for
know
real.
silence isn't great for a show like this,
But it,
honestly,
yeah, it's ridiculous. So I think it's like
dumbfounded.
$35 a month or something. Like it is seriously expensive. And
What?
you still get ads in it now.
that can't be true. What is the point of it then?
Exactly. I almost got it for my kids.
Yeah.
Because like my kids are so pretentious and they're like, oh no, there's one ad
Yeah,
on this.
I'm also very much like that.
Well-
I won't pay the money to skip it.
But they don't know how to skip the ads.
Oh, okay.
You know, so they get caught watching. So, you get the skip this ad.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Oh,
They don't know that.
God.
Because it's always on the TV for them.
yeah.
So,
oh, sure.
Yeah. No way you give them the remote.
No, that's fair. Okay, well, fair enough. If that's expensive, that's fine. That seems like such a waste that they would have it so expensive and then still have ads.
Yeah, but you
But
get
how
music.
else is Jake Paul going to make his money? Probably.
Don't know.
I don't actually know who like YouTube people are. At the
Either do
moment,
I.
but I'm sure it's probably still him.
I don't know if that's. I think it's all streamers now. I don't know if there is YouTube personalities anymore. Maybe there is. I remember they were like really, really big. Back
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
What, 10, 20 years ago?
20 years ago.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
10 years ago, maybe.
Nah, I reckon 20 years ago.
I think everything's moving too quickly. I think it would be 10 years ago, and now we're in the realm of the Twitch streamer.
Yeah, we absolutely are.
Yeah, they've moved off the YouTube platform.
I don't even know if
Twitch.
Twitch is still a thing.
What do you mean?
Because like I think they're streaming everywhere now. It's
yeah.
YouTube, Kick. What was that one that used Twitch?
Twitch.
Um,
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Instagram, TikToks.
Yeah, Facebooks.
Maybe not Facebook.
Probably not.
No. But yeah, like they're everywhere now.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
And these people are just like streaming their whole lives. Like who can live a life that interesting? Whereas like you're walking down the street and you're streaming it.
Yeah, I've never understood, and if there's anybody out there that is actually like pays Twitch streamers money, like physical, real money, let me know why you do it. Because I've never understood the concept of paying somebody to like, it used to like, obviously it all started around playing video games, like that sort of thing. Like they were kind of streaming while they were gaming. And then the content sort of went a bit broader and they were doing like, street interviews and then there's all that sort of stuff. And now you've got nuisance influencers just ruining the world. But yeah, I'd be very interested to know why somebody would actually part with hard-earned money to follow one of these people.
Yeah.
Because
No,
it's
not
like
even,
it's a lot of money.
it's not even to follow, it's like a donation or
Yeah, well, yeah. Sorry, not to follow. It's not like it's necessarily like a subscription service.
yeah.
But it's more like, just like donating like mad amounts of money to someone that already has a lot of money, and you're probably not a person that has anywhere near the amount of money that this person has. So why do you part with your hard-earned money for these people who are already rich.
I
don't even know who you are.
Exactly, yeah. That's
So,
the biggest thing is support your little indies people. That's cool. Help them get big. But these people who already have like 4 billion followers, it's kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah.
They don't need your money.
They don't need your money, and they don't know who you are.
No.
Well, they're at a point though, like, and I'm not necessarily being rude to the people who are doing it, but they're at a point where they've got millions and millions and millions of like followers and stuff like that. They're not going to know who John from San Francisco is, who gave them $30 or whatever.
Yeah,
that one time.
But it is insane to think of how much money these streamers make. So T-Pain.
Oh, yeah.
Last year, he went on the Steve-O Wild Ride podcast, right?
Yeah.
And he said that he made $60,000 in 1 hour streaming.
Yeah.
So he basically came out and said he is making more money playing fucking video games than he ever did making music.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is that sort of stuff that they covered? Like, is there ad revenue and stuff that they get as well?
There has to be.
It can't can't just be people parting with their hard-earned dollars to watch T-Pain play video games.
If he was using some auto-tune to like control the characters, I'd watch that.
Yeah. Or just even for his reactions.
Yeah.
While he's while he's playing. Anyway, interesting.
But one thing I've never understood is like why people watch other people play video games.
Yeah, it is. It's strange. I don't know. I've always questioned it, but the other thing that I always question is people who pay, money to like OnlyFans accounts and stuff like that. Like, it's a similar sort of thing in the sense of like the internet exists. You could just search it on the internet for free.
100%.
Right? But people still, I don't know. I know it's got to do with like forming some sort of weird connection with somebody. What's that called? A parasocial relationship, where you feel like you're in a relationship with that person, but that person has no idea who the fuck you are.
That is fucked.
Yeah.
That is, you need to go see someone if that's you.
You probably should, but maybe you're probably completely oblivious to the fact that you'll like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
God, I'm going to hold judgment on that.
I think you should hold judgment.
I don't want to judge people because I do not want to do that.
Yeah.
And if that's how someone wants to live their life, all credit to them.
Yeah.
And if that's how they feel like they need to spend their money, that is fine.
Well, look, you're the host of a relatively successful podcast. Not this one, because this isn't a podcast. We've established that. But I can't imagine that every single person that like listens to your show, right? Impossible. But every single person that listens to your show would know who you are.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So there's people develop these like relationships and these like friendships inside their own head with these people because they know so much about them.
Yes, I do get that. Yeah. When you do put it like that, it totally does make sense.
Yeah.
Because some people, they do get like very, very excited when they come on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to them because it's like the voice on the radio is now talking to them.
Yeah.
So I guess I get that, but I don't know. I hope none of them think they're in a relationship with me.
Only me, pal.
Yeah, and I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
But I am. Anyway, I don't even know where we started off. We were talking about Temu.
Subscriptions.
My Temu shirt.
I like your Temu shirt. I got scammed by Temu.
Oh, did you?
Literally 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So anytime you jump on Temu, right?
Yeah.
They'll say, hey, spin this wheel. And you're always a winner.
I'm going to do that next time.
Yeah.
By the way.
And it'll be like you get $100 certificate, gift voucher.
Yeah.
Or, you get free products or whatever, or you get like discounts off whatever is in your cart.
Yeah.
So anyway, for those who do know me, I'm a massive camera nut.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff that came on there was like super sweet camera cases that usually cost like $600.
Yeah.
And they were like $30. And I was like, okay, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Click. And I was hanging out with my partner and I got distracted by something and it literally took just the slightest tap of my thumb.
Yeah.
And I spent $160. And I was like,
How?
what did I buy?
Yeah.
I literally did not know what I bought. So I had to jump in there and I was like, oh, okay. Nope. Didn't want any of that.
Yeah.
So luckily they have a accidental purchase button.
Oh, wow.
So it must happen a fucking lot.
Yeah. So I don't really understand what happened. So you had stuff not in your cart.
Yeah, this was like this whole weird other thing.
Yeah.
So it was like a hybrid area of Temu going down the rabbit hole of stealing your money. It just went down this whole other area. I was thinking, okay, cool, add these to my cart type of thing.
Yep.
No, it's like I went through the dark web way of going to Temu.
Oh,
and
did you? Onion browser.
On the Tor browser.
On the Tor browser.
Yep. And somehow spent $160, but they did refund it.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much instantly.
What was in your cart? Like, what did you purchase for $160?
It was like this case, like this big camera case.
Yeah.
It was some shirts and some gym pants, and that was it.
Oh, it must be those like automatic add-ons. Like it's like they do on a lot of websites where it's like frequently purchased,
maybe
like items with the same thing. And so then what they do is they automatically tick it, and then you have to untick it to say that you don't want those things. So if you don't untick that section, then all of those items go into your cart, and all of a sudden you're like paying for all of those items if you're not paying attention to like the price and stuff like that.
100%.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
I got bamboozled.
Bamboozled.
By Temu.
Yeah, fair enough. I got bookmarks and this sweet t-shirt.
Yeah. So
some of us win.
Some of you lose.
Some of you lose.
To be fair,
it's a gamble. The only one that really wins is the Chinese government.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, everything else I've got off Temu has been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. My partner buys like all her clothes off Temu.
Really?
Yeah. All her clothes.
Yeah.
And they're all excellent.
Yeah.
So I reckon shops like Big W, Kmart, man, catchalater.com.
Well, between like Temu and like Shein and stuff like that, like, yeah, they're going to have trouble because the shirts I don't know if I mentioned how much this was, but this was $13 for this shirt, right? So for a $13 shirt, and that's probably like a more expensive shirt, but you can kind of run the risk of it not working. You can't go into a store and spend $30 and go, oh, well, this shirt is shit, so now I'm just going to throw it out. But like if you're spending, $5, $6, $7, $10, $12 on a shirt, you can kind of run the risk that it's not going to be great.
What's your limit? Where's the risk worth break the reward?
For me, it would be like $15.
$15?
Yeah. I'd be annoyed if I spent $15 on something.
A blue and a purple note.
A blue and a purple note. We're talking about this. No one's going to understand what that is. But a blue and a purple note of old school actual physical currency. Or, a red lobster with some change.
Yep.
That sort of thing. No, maybe it's 20 actually, to be fair. Now that I think about it, if I had to part with a red lobster and then just throw whatever I bought away, I'd be pretty annoyed.
Yeah.
I can get away with anything under that.
Anything under that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I want to know, like, because with Temu, obviously, and I haven't been down a rabbit hole yet, I promise you I'm absolutely going to do it. And next time I get on, I'm spinning that wheel for sure. I'm going to end up, I don't even know what's going to be in my cart. But I'm well aware that Temu is like known to have like weird like purchases and things like that and strange sort of stuff. So I want to know people's weird Temu purchases. If you don't want to tell me what you've actually bought because it's like freaky weird, you don't have to.
But I think you should.
But you should.
You should.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make you a deal here.
Okay.
Next time I'm on Temu.
Yes.
And I'm ready to check out.
Yeah.
Whatever the weirdest thing is that, can kind of pop up.
Yep.
In whatever window.
Yep.
I'll get it.
Okay. Me too.
If it's under $20.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. And we have to bring that whenever we're doing a recording. Doesn't have to be the next recording or whatever.
Okay.
But it's just whenever it arrives, because again, that's the Temu gamble is, could it be here in a week or could it be here in a year?
That's exactly right. But it depends on where it's being shipped from. Mine actually, it wasn't too bad It was like just under 2 weeks, I think, that it got here.
See, that's the limit. That's
More than 2. Like 2 weeks is like, no, you can't do that.
You'd almost forget what you ordered.
I could swim there.
Yeah, and get it
For that time.
Pretty much.
I could honestly swim to mainland China and pick up my shirt.
You don't have to swim that far, mate. The battleships are just off the east coast. If you ask any boomer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we'll do that. Okay. So I want to know people's weirdest Temu purchases. We're going to start purchasing weird Temu shit, and we'll bring it on the show and we'll discuss. And we'll do that whenever.
Yep. So make sure you comment. If you like the show, check it out on YouTube. There's a video version of it as well. If you found us on Instagram, great job. We've just started that account.
So, did we?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
didn't even know.
Yep. It's Great Mates Pod. Find us on Instagram. We might look at a TikTok. I don't know how that world works. I will have to get the young girl at work here to look at that for me.
Yep.
Fuck, I sound old.
No, I mean, but that's exactly why you have young people work for you.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. And they every social media manager that has ever existed is like 17 years old.
At least.
That
might be a bit old these days.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But you've got kids.
You know what? I'm going to hire my 7-year-old daughter.
Yep.
She'll know more about social media than I would.
100% would.
Guarantee it.
There's going to be a lot of, I don't even know what kids are into these days.
Drugs.
There's going to be a lot of drug content on this show.
Yeah. So,
God damn it, kids, stop doing drugs.
That's right. So, yeah, make sure you share this with your mum. Tell her we said hi, and we will catch you next time.
Goodbye.